brothers and sisters. Actually, we 7 or 8 billion human beings, we are brothers and sisters. When we born, same way, no special thing. And the mother take care, and the mother's own milk feeding us. That's all human being, same way. Then mother's loving kindness to oneself, all same. Even to some extent, even animals, their mother take care, their children, their child. So that means this world ultimately depend on warm-heartedness. Now, when we look world, so long people feeding by mother's milk, mother's love, and children, including myself, with few children, we play, no distinction, what religion, what community. So long we smile each other and play together. I feel now we, on the basis of same human being, then this world is just a human being's love, human being's world. Now gradually, in education, mainly on superficial differences, mainly based on superficial differences, and east, west, south and north, these creates differences. And also, you see the modern education mainly come from West. Most of Asia country, the modern education brought by Westerner. I feel India, over 1,000 years, the concept of Karuna, Ahimsa, that's the key thing. We must preserve Karuna and Ahimsa. Actually, this is the basic human value. Karuna, compassion. That to some extent, even animals, tigers, lions, these also, at a very young age, you see, they fed by mother's milk. but then their physical becomes such a way, harming other. Their teeth sharp, their nails also sharp. But we not like that. So basic human physical form is karuna, ahimsa. So now we, as a young human being, since we are a human being, born with mother's milk and the mother's affection, really bring us, our physical and the mental development. Now we, basic human nature like that, then eventually, because of thank you. Ah, sweet. So biologically, we human beings develop such a more peaceful. Other animal, their very nature for survival depend on eating other. We are not that way. So now, however, human brain sometimes create too much desire, and desire brings and some aggressiveness. So now we, I think, look our world, aggression, atrocity, violence, enough. So many people killed. And finally, even you see very, very keen to create nuclear weapon. These are old thinking. Now we should think this world, entire humanity, as you mentioned before, we all come from one's own mother. We survived with mother's kindness, and human brothers, sisters was a kindness. So we grown up compassion, ahimsa. So now, last few, even few centuries, too much violence. And then it is really very, very pity of marvelous human brain used for weapon, how to kill, how to destroy your neighbor. That is totally wrong. Now we should think more to build on the basis of 7 to 8 billion human beings. We are same human being. Any sort of human being here, when we met, just the human face, no third eye. If one human being, third eye, we're a little bit surprised. But we all, you see, same face, same basically physical condition, 2 hands, 2 legs, and we should think our way of life should be according human basic nature, more compassionate. In the past several centuries, too much violence. If through this violence truly build happy world, peaceful world, no. More violent thinking also, you see, create a lot of violence on this planet. Now, we should feel complete fed up. You see, violence. So now, time come, we should try to build very happy, peaceful world. Every human being, we are same human being, so we are brothers, sisters. No point to kill. We have to live together as a human brothers, sisters. I have opportunity visit different continent, different countries, different culture, different color, different way of life. But all I saw same human face. There is no point to create a division among human beings. Wherever I go, I show my smile. They also respond. Same. So now, on this planet, we human beings, basically same physical nature, and most important from our mother. So now we human beings should think to build human being on this planet complete peaceful. Karuna, ahimsa. If we really thinking seriously, we really can develop genuine peaceful world. So now, unfortunately, human brilliant brain used for material development only, including technology and weapon. Now that thinking, I think, outdated. Now we should think we all same human being. we all have to live together happily without any violence. So when we pray world peace, peace will not come from sky, or violence not come from sky. All depend on us. We are thinking genuine sense of brotherhood, sisterhood. Through that way, build a happy society, peaceful society. In our mind, in spite basically same, but on superficial level, this nation, that nation, this religion, that religion make differences, then causing fighting. Now that thinking we should feel outdated. We must think, go deeper. We are same human being. Same way we born. Same way we die. You say, death by gun. The person, dying person, also very unhappy. The other one who actually killed another human brother is very bad. So now we should think truly peaceful world without a weapon. A genuine peaceful world, small disagreement through talk can solve. Now using weapon, I think should be end. So we really need out of human compassion and sense of oneness of 7 to 8 billion human beings, we are same. We have to live together. So weapon, no use. We should create peaceful world. So that I want to share with our younger brothers, sisters. Now your education, more Western style education, mainly thinking external values. Our Indian tradition, education about our mind. And there are many different school of thought of ancient India, all you see carrying about mind. Eye consciousness, ear consciousness, nose consciousness, these are just a consciousness of sensorial. Then sixth mind. There are now many different sort of category. So India, very rich, make these distinctions. Then sixth mind. There are also grosser level, more subtle level, most subtle level. On sixth mind, we can make distinction at the time of dying, grosser level mind, then dissolve gradually those grosser level, and more subtle, most subtle level is at the time of dying. During sleep, some extent, grosser sixth mind, little, or say, not very active. So you get peace. Then most serious sort of, or say, reduce this destructive mind is at the time of sleep. Grosser level mind dissolve, then finally the more subtle level of consciousness. So no longer anger, attachment, these things. So India, very rich about sixth mind. Five consciousness, that's everybody use. Now sixth mind, more deeper level. Indian some yogis have some experience. Now already we notice some monk or some practitioner. You see, after breathing stop, body still remain very fresh. Now some people, recent years, they say after death, breathing stop, but physical remain fresh. 1 week, 2 weeks. These are traditionally we have certain knowledge, they say how to meditate on deeper level of consciousness. So at the time of death, all these grosser level consciousness gradually disappear. Meantime, main consciousness still alert. So some meditation. That is why some people, as I mentioned earlier, you see, after death, doctors check, yes, this person already dead, but the body remain very fresh. So the subtle mind meditating. So these are Indian tradition, very useful, very, very useful. I also, you see, early morning, wake up, I always meditate. Mainly Karuna. And Karuna automatically bring ahimsa. So these nothing to do with religion. Religion concept or next life or heaven or these also different stage of practitioner. But now this, not talking, thinking, this line, just simply mind when time of dying, mind become more subtler. At the time of death, 나의人生그 똑바 소숨, 세의人生그 똑바 십주, 녀석 그人生그 똑바 등.
So as you go through the process of dying, what happens is you go through the dissolution of the different elements in your body, And the mind also, there, as His Holiness also explained, there are different degrees of subtlety. So these, the grosser levels they dissolve into the subtle ones. And so within the subtle ones, we divide them into the different visions of the mind, the three different visions of the mind, which are called the whitish appearance. And so within this whitish appearance, there are different 33 kinds of conceptual minds. They dissolve into the next subtle mind, which are called the reddish appearance, or luminous mind, reddish luminous mind. And within that, we have 40 different conceptions, subtle conceptions, and these in turn dissolve into the blackish near attainment. And within that, there are 7 different conceptions. So all these, happen during the time of the dissolution happens during the time of when you go through the process of dying.
Of course, I fully committed to promote religious harmony. I respect all different religions, in spite of different philosophy. I respect all carry warm-heartedness, message of warm-heartedness. Now, however, deeper level, India's spiritual tradition, very deep. So, young Indian should pay more attention about different level of consciousness, and at a different level of consciousness, different way to practice. These are Indian tradition. So I also now, sooner or later, death will come. At that time, thinking according mental level, or different more subtler. So I all daily basis, I thinking or practice, familiarize these things. Finally, at the time of my death, I am hoping to consciously the mind subtler, most subtle level consciousness, still conscious, and meditate. So these are Indian tradition. So the young people should pay more attention about 1,000-year-old India's sort of tradition about mind, about compassion, these things. Please think more. We Tibetan, the 7th century Tibetan king married with Chinese princess, and most sacred Buddha statue brought by a Chinese princess. But Tibetan king, he not relying Chinese language, he decided to develop our own language, our own script, based on Devanagari. So then 8th century, the Shantarashita, great scholar of Nalanda, when he invited by Tibetan king, then he told Tibetan king, since you already have your own script. So, so you see, not necessary to learn Pali or Sanskrit. Only thing is more translation. Indian Pali or Sanskrit or these translate into Tibetan Devanagari like scripture. Though now today I found the best language to subtle level explanation about reality, shunyata, and motivation. They are say, kasa, chanjusan, bodhicitta. I found best language to explain these things. Tibetan is best. And similarly, about psychology, about mind. Now, a number of Western scholars about mind, about emotion, about how to control emotion, they show interest about Tibetan knowledge, how to control our mind. So we have sufficient word. Western scientists, not a sufficient word. Still create new word. Like that. So Tibetan tradition basically come from based on Indian tradition. So therefore, as far as the mind is concerned, the Tibetan tradition is very, very rich. So these young students, you should pay some attention about certain sort of knowledge about mind and different level and how to control this mind. The information available in Tibetan language. So please think these things. Okay. So now, as I already mentioned, the Indian tradition extremely rich, particularly about mind. Now important modern India should pay more attention about ancient Indian knowledge. Modern India is very much attracted about materialistic education. It is good, useful, but we should not neglect about knowledge about our mind. So now, I mainly want to tell a younger generation of this country should pay more attention about ancient Indian knowledge. It's very useful. So about external world, Western education sufficient. Internal world, only India's tradition have the full answer. So please pay more attention about ancient Indian thought, different Indian school of thought. very useful. So, now I want to take some questions.